Welcome everyone to Fated Worlds: The Burning Wind. How are you all?
Mind.
Good.
Welcome everyone to Fated Worlds: The Burning Wind.
Welcome everyone.
Oh,
Guys sound cool. We should definitely play with them.
Oh god. It just doesn't stop.
Eternal
Don't
feedback
stop
loop.
coming. Don't
Who
stop coming.
is got that?
Okay, I had assumed it was on my side, but
Let's see. Well, I just muted it over here, so maybe this will stop the looping.
okay. That
Yeah.
sounds like it stopped. Okay.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
job,
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
Well,
we're the
that's
best.
We are very much the best.
Confirm.
I can neither confirm nor confirm.
No. And I deny it. So where we left off,
I think some of us were vomiting in the street.
Oh
If
yeah.
I'm not misremembering.
Yes.
I believe that there was a very, very crazy sleet.
yes.
Mhm.
There was a man that was sitting up in the rafters going like, hey.
The little goblin that he is.
And then there were a bunch of people getting the hell out of there, getting the hell out of there, for, in case of Jojo, meant like running as fast as he can from, an old frenemy of his. And in case of Rav and Lord Marigold, it involved some sticking fingers up each other's throats for, poisoning and stuff.
I wouldn't poison you guys.
Never.
No, I mean, I might have cut off a finger or two, but I wouldn't poison you guys.
I feel
I
very
mean-
Some of
reassured.
us have missing fingers now. Well, Destiny's in a coma, so never mind.
I wouldn't cut off her finger.
This is in a coma. I
It's
know.
too
I
late.
She hasn't betrayed me.
know.
Maybe she still will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
there's
gonna
still
say yet. You don't know. You don't know what's happening in dreamland.
It's true.
So speaking of Dreamland, I think I wanna start today in one of Rav's restless dreams.
I took all my. I took the candy. Shouldn't be dreaming. Supposed to help me sleep.
So you are in bed, sleeping, maybe tossing and turning, and slowly from the dark a face swims into vision, and it is Desi. And then white sheets appear around her, and you see that she is lying in a hospital bed. And bent over her is a figure who touches her gently on the shoulder. And as the figure stands up, you see that it is ex-Master Eloded. And then, he moves back. There's this distance that appears between Master Elodin and the bed and Desi, and iron bars fall down between them. And Elodin just holds on with his hands, looking out at Desi. And then the image changes. And Rav, you see Lord Marigold, and he's standing next to a girl. They're holding hands. And the girl looks at you, and she's got black eyes like that of a bird. And then you wake up.
No. He screams, and then he stops. He catches himself, and he like fumbles around on the ground and like picks up an empty bottle of whiskey. And he tries to drink from it and realizes it's empty, and he drops it to the side. And he rattles around, like grabbing the handle of or the stem of like 2 or 3 more bottles before he finds one that has something in it. Mm-hmm. And he swings it down. He replaces the lid and drops the empty bottle by his bedside, and he stumbles up and starts to get dressed. He's gonna go find Lord Marigold, I think.
Have you read the prescription for those candies that Jojo has been giving you?
Why would I? That doesn't make sense.
Is that a thing?
How could you do that?
I mean, drugs and alcohol in some cases can be mixed, but definitely not
for
in all
special
cases.
effects.
for special effects.
Special, most lethal effects.
I just don't want to dream. And I'm pretty sure that it's not going to make it worse, right? I can't. Fine, it's fine. Yeah, he pulls on some pants, throws on a shirt, doesn't really care whether it's clean or not, and is going to head over and see our good friend Marigold.
So where are you right now, Lord Marigold?
See, I think this is one of those rare times when Marigold is actually back in the manor.
What does this manor look like?
Spending some time there. I imagine it's like quite. I was actually thinking about like how this ties into the family. I think I'm picturing one of those like very typical like large Gothic manors. I imagine that it's like on a hill somewhere, and there's like a winding path that you have to take to get there. Let's see. See if we can remember what this place is called. Because while it doesn't look like that thing itself, there's a place in California called Hearst Castle. And like on the way up there, it's the landscape is sculpted so that the castle goes like in and out of view as you just like take the road up there. I think something similar is happening here. Like
cool.
The manor comes in and out of view. I think it's probably like some distance from Imre. Like he doesn't come here very often, and like he doesn't stay for very long when he does. But he has work to do. I think he's looking into like because what he's been working on ever since they got back is looking into like the formal paperwork that's required to extract Danielle from the rookery, so they can start that process as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, there's the there is officially the ability of getting somebody out, but it's a hassle. It's like somebody has tried making things as hard as possible, and it requires like extensive waiting periods and
I imagine it's similar to the whole situation in the stacks, where like there's like different librarians have had like different systems over time, and now there's like different managers of the rookery that have had like different procedures.
Yeah, but this
it's convoluted bureaucracy.
This almost seems intentional, right? Like, and you can imagine why, because the masters are very put a lot of importance on how the university is perceived, because the whole idea of doing magic is not entirely accepted in this world. So if a bunch of crazy people just went around walking free, then that would soil the name. So you imagine that it might have something to do with that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So there's like a lot of forms to fill out, and then you need to go and get like an official signature from the custodian, which is probably your uncle, I imagine now.
Yeah, the custodian of the manor, yes.
Yeah, no, of her, like
Oh yeah, of like her guardian, yeah.
Yeah, her guardian, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
her legal
probably
guardian,
him.
and things like that, and it's just it's a hassle. And then you give them the forms, and it takes forever for them to reply back. And when you go there, it's like, oh, sorry, we're very busy, and you see them like sitting around scratching their butts.
So the question then becomes: is there anyone I can pay to make this process go a bit faster?
I mean, possibly.
Could I circle up such a person?
The people who come most to mind would be the people in charge of signing off, which is the staff of the rookery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could I pay those people off?
I mean, you can try.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? Do you send somebody to try and pay them off? Do you go there yourself?
I think there's. Let's see. What. I think there's a thing that I didn't actually pick that up.
Do you pay them off with money?
I think it's a mixture of money and favors, basically knowing that they'll have the support of Hot Marigold if something should come up. Mm-hmm. We've realized that we need to redistribute some of our assets, and we realized that in our current state of affairs, we would prefer to have Daniel with us. That sort of thing.
Okay, so behind the counter is a tall man in a white coat, and he nods at you and he says, "How may I help you?"
Yeah, I think this would be like a letter rather than
a letter. Okay, I see. I mean, paying off somebody is probably not entirely legal.
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely send a letter. It will get you into trouble. Or it will get you into trouble, basically.
Yeah, I think the intent is at least like make it. I don't want to like say like, straight out like, "Hey, I would like to bribe you for this," but like here's an unrelated donation to the workings of the rookery.
Okay, so you get a very, very friendly letter back saying, "Unfortunately, we do not accept donations of family members as we feel it might compromise our integrity."
These people have integrity.
I mean, maybe. Either way, they seem to be stonewalling you so far.
Okay.
And like, you think you've heard of other people donating money who had at least acquaintances at the very least in the rookery.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all sounds a little fishy.
It does sound a little fishy. Let's see. I think looking for some other way to like investigate this, because it seems like the odds are kind of stacked against me here.
I mean, I would never dare do something like that.
No, of course, it's not your fault. It's the game. It's the world. Just what you will.
I mean, I can't help that, my NPCs do evil shit towards you guys. I'm just representing them. Don't kill the messenger.
Yeah, it's gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say what honesty demands. I think that's Mrs. Baker. Words of wisdom. But yeah, let's see. I think I would love to dig into some Maybe dig into some of these like similar occurrences in the past. Like look into how people have gotten patients out of the rookery in the past.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
How are you going about that?
I think this is because the rookery or haven is. I mean, it is like officially part of the university, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So would the libraries have some sort of like attendance logs?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then I would like to scope that out and see what's
Isn't
going
there
on.
some kind of a research skill?
There is a research skill.
Cool.
And that's the one I was angling for.
Sweet. Well, yeah, definitely. Totally sounds like you're doing research.
Yeah.
Let me dig up my book. Resources.
Research. Let's see.
Research.
Alphabets. It's on page 290.
Yes. I feel like this is interesting facts.
Yeah, makes sense. So let's see. Can I 14 read?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm reading. Reasonably good at reading. Let's see, is there anything else? No, probably not. This is not ancient history.
No, not ancient.
Let's see. Does he have any persona? He does. I might just it means it's research. I'll do without it. And up 2.
1.
Interesting facts is up 2.
Am I reading it in the wrong order again? Yeah, okay, you're right. It is up
It's
to.
confusing.
Yeah, I always think that the up number is before the thing, and it's well. Oh,
I'm
sweet.
gonna spend a faith on that.
Sure.
It's a fairly good roll.
That is a fairly good
It
roll.
is
You
a
can make
sweet
it
roll.
even better.
Indeed. And note all these patients.
Wow.
Nice.
What 7?
Yeah.
Yes, it is 7, and you needed 2. So, what do you want to spend your success on?
Let's see. Ob 6 research is deciphering a monograph by the heretofore unknown subject. So I don't quite think it's that.
No, but do you want to spend it on extra quality or doing it faster?
I think it's
Either of those, really. Extra quality will give you some extra tidbits.
Yeah,
doing it faster.
Mostly thinking quality here. Like he wants to know. He wants to know about all the information.
Okay, so you see like multiple counts in the past of people who have been let out. Like you find a case very similar to yours where the parents were deceased, and as far as you can find, that was no way near such a hassle when the boy's sister was trying to get her out. So you look a little further, you dig a little deeper, and you look into like the rule and law system of the rookery, and you find there's been a recent change, and perhaps you ask ask someone why this was changed, and they point the date out to you. It's exactly around the time that Ariane became chancellor.
That's definitely a coincidence.
Yeah,
definitely.
strange date. Never seen this before in my life. It is definitely strange. She must definitely be wanting to keep someone in there. I wonder who.
I wonder who.
Yeah. Looks like she has any competition in there. Yeah, so maybe that's where you find me, rather in the university library, researching attendance logs for the rookery.
That sounds like a good place to find you. Sure.
Yeah.
So you meet in a dark corner of the library between rows of dusty books.
Yeah, I think what we see is Marigold walking between the shelves and Jenkins just carrying this huge pile of books.
Cool.
Yeah,
Where you want
and
them,
Rav like steps out, like it's really sketchy. Like Rav like steps into the aisle in front of you from like between some bookshelves that you didn't even realize there was another aisle there.
Mhm.
And he's suddenly uncomfortably close, and he's like,
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You hear from somewhere.
I like grab his arm and start tugging him towards the study room.
Jenkins, this way, over here.
And then when we get inside, I'm like, we have a problem.
Yeah, we have a lot of problems.
I have an idea. Well, you have a problem. There's somebody, a girl. No, not important. Desi. I saw her again in my dream, and I think Illidan can help her.
Who?
Am I saying his name wrong?
Illidan.
Illidan, yeah. I think
Yeah,
Illidan can help her.
Yeah. I heard Illidan for some reason, and I was just not prepared.
That was not what I thought I meant to say. Now I'm going to get it wrong yet. Illidan.
Yeah.
I think Illidan can help her, but we need to get to him. We get to him, and he can help her. And you need to stay away from girls' black eyes.
I'm going to try my best.
Like pats him on the shoulder.
How are you feeling? You seem a bit worked up. I mean, unusual, is it?
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep much. I didn't sleep well. I slept. Well, I dreamed. I don't want to dream anymore. No, we need to help Desi. Maybe I think she can help me, and I think it's related. That's why I keep seeing her in my dreams. We gotta figure this out, right? We can find Illidan and wake up Desi, and then my dreams will go away. The book will come back to me, and no, maybe it's gone. Maybe it's really gone this time. Did you think about that?
I have never thought about anything this little in my life. But, and he like pulls out one of the books from Jenkins' stack and sort of like tumbles down. I might have something that helps.
Oh,
with our little search further. Now, it doesn't say where they keep them, but it should say when he was. I think you have the word here. Yeah, when he was put in.
I'll take the book and start flipping through it.
Yeah, and if we look through the entries, maybe we can try to work something out about where he is. It should help us.
Through the entries. I don't think I have research. Man, why couldn't you have added this to your research when you got so much information? You're like, did I just happen to also find out where they're keeping Master Illidan?
Is that something we could retroactively do? Like, do I see Illidan's name somewhere?
So I feel like that'd be more in active records than in, recently
Gotcha.
thing. And you think those are probably kept in the rookery themselves.
Of
Nice.
course.
It's not like somebody from the Rookery walks over to the library every time somebody gets admitted, you know,
Mm.
or changes a room or whatever, you know.
And I can tell you that finding a Loden in the Rookery, easier said than done.
I mean,
mean,
if
that
we've got some
depends on the
legitimate
methods.
business.
You employ?
Yeah, I mean, maybe opening random doors is not the best way to do it.
Yeah. Random selection might not be the best bet.
That is fake news.
So, let's look at mothers for a moment.
I was going to say, I
Oh,
just wanted
sure.
to add one other thing before we cut away.
Sure.
And Rav's like looking through this book of like all the regulations and stuff, and like kind of nodding and looks up at Lord Marigold and says, I'm so glad we were on the same page and looking for a way to find Elodin and get Desi out of here.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now you can cut over.
So, mothers, you only just now poisoned Sleet. We're gonna go back in time a little bit. You just poisoned Sleet, and it's working wonderfully. He is all paranoid and crazy and wonderful. So, however, currently you're stuck up on the beams of a warehouse with, Sleet and a couple of his men below you.
So yeah, I watched him for a while. I think for some reason halfway expecting him to just like keel over. And then when he doesn't, but he's just sort of hanging out with his men waiting.
I feel
accurate,
like
or-
if you wait a couple of hours, he's like, well, I guess we'll have to find him another way then.
Okay.
I bet somebody tipped him off, and then he looks around at his men suspiciously.
Yeah, I don't think that I wait hours. I think that I just, as convenient as it would be to just have them out of the way for me to escape, I think that I lose patience. So, I'm tempted to do something to try and stir up trouble with his men, but I guess I'm just going to try to extract myself.
You're gonna try and kidnap Sleet, or are you trying to get out of there just yourself?
No, I'm just leaving myself.
Okay.
I'll get back to
I mean, sure. Let's see if you get seen. I imagine some time has passed, so they are not on their A game. Especially with Sleet being all cuckoo. Let me roll an observation for them, if I can find them. Oh, here, NPCs. Here we go. Observation. Okay. We will add a -1 to that. So your obstacle to get out unseen is 1. I imagine that, Sleet is too busy suspiciously eyeing his men to pay a lot of attention to the rafters.
I think I will try a bit of misdirection again. I'll like throw another thing to like another part of the just a stone or whatever is available on top of the rafters to another part of the warehouse as I sneak out.
Sure.
Oh, wait. Do I have pen and quill on me?
Sure. You can have that, stuffed down your jacket.
So, I'm gonna jot down, uh, thank you for the heads up, you're a lifesaver, Mathers, and as I try and escape, I'll leave it somewhere, findable.
Sure. You mothers are very devious.
So can
Or
I
maybe devious, huh?
Davies.
could I fork either streetwise or citywise on this? Or
I feel like you're more trying to get out of this one building, and once you're out, you're home free.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, no forks. Okay.
You can fork something along the lines of shoot, or whatever in, if that's a thing here for your thrown stone.
I don't have throw. Throw. I'll just hope not to hose myself. Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah. So as you drop the stone in a corner, Sleet's head whips around, and then he looks at his men suspiciously, and he's like, "Who of you did that?" So yeah, you sneak out of this building unhindered and leave the note conveniently placed, perhaps on a box of wine for Sleet to find. So what do you do afterwards?
What time of day is it?
Probably evening.
Okay. So I'm going to head to Davies, sort of through a meandering path.
Oh dear.
I know. And once I get there, rather than going through the front door or anything, I'm definitely going to do my best not to be seen by anyone coming in, and probably come through a window or something.
Okay, let me roll a die of fate to see if she's having company. Okay. So yeah, where does Davy live?
Probably probably on campus. So one of the dorms.
Yeah. So she she has a room on the ground floor of one of the dorms, and it's evening. Her light is on, and as you look through her window, you see her sitting at her desk, scribbling a letter.
Okay. So as I slink in, I'll say, you probably won't be surprised to hear that they've turned on me. All of them.
She jumps, and she's like, "Mothers, what are you doing here?"
I know. You didn't agree to see me again. I
Now that's quite all right.
presume-
Like, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh, other than suffering betrayal, I'm fine.
And maybe like that's the moment that your glance falls on like the thing she's written on her desk, and it's basically a love letter addressed to Casper von Thunderberg. And she looks at you concerned and she says, Mathers, I heard you got in a lot of trouble. Do you need my help with something?
I'll look pointedly at the letter, then back to her. Say, I suppose you don't owe me any explanation. I
Look, I'm very sorry, Mathers, but I can't explain to you what I'm doing right now. You just have to trust me, okay?
I do. It's my fault. I should have leveled with you from the outset, but there were things in motion. I thought it was safer for you not to know. But
What things are in motion, Mathers?
oh,
Everything.
everything. Just with the business. Did you know that Sleet, even though my business didn't have really anything to do with his, mine was all foreign transactions. He still, though we had made deals, turned on me.
That is very nasty of him. Is there any way I can help?
No. I think I have.
I mean,
I
Sleep
think I've
doesn't
come
know
to-
me, right? Maybe I can help you out by, getting information from him or something.
It is very kind of you to offer. Does that mean that somehow you've forgiven me?
She hesitates for a moment, and then she gives you a little bit of a smile. I'm considering it.
Well, that's more than I can ask. Thank you. At least there's. I mean, I realize that you have some situation going on with Thunderberg, and if I can help with that, I'd love to. Actually, would it mess your whatever it is up if he were to lose a finger or two?
I mean, if we can work on the right timing, that would be fine.
Excellent.
Maybe I can help you. Get him to a certain place.
Sure, just name it.
I mean, I can see if I can go get him right now.
Well, I suppose there's no time like the present. Although, if the timing is critical, I can wait. I think.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
I can't see like I'm pushing, of course, but I can always try and call upon him. So I have a question for you. How suspicious is Mathers of Davy?
He's not.
Because she might totally be lying to you here right now.
Yeah. I think that with her, he's not even like looking to see if she's lying. He
Okay.
doesn't want to believe that, and it's all polarized. There's this thing going on, but he, I don't know. Anybody else, if there's any sign that they they've turned on him, he'll jump on it. But with her, he's just not looking for that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, well, I will go get him. I will be back, and hopefully I'll bring him along.
I'll wait here. No,
Yes,
that can't
yes.
be. I wouldn't want you to be implicated in the incident. Perhaps.
Don't mind about me. I mean, he might not come if I ask him to go to a shady position, and if I ask him to come, then we can always say that you waited me up, right? You can hide in my closet if you want to.
Ah, yes, that's what I'll do. So, yes, tell him that you'll meet him at your room, and then perhaps you were then just establish an alibi. Make sure that you're seen that and you're simply delayed, and
Sure.
it will be a coincidence.
Okay, I will do that. Like, she grabs her, makeup and puts on a little bit, and she says, "Okay, how am I looking? Deceptive?" And she smiles.
Perfect, as always.
Okay, well, you wait there. You can, go under my bed or in my closet, and I will go make sure that Casper von Thunderberg shows up. And if if we set a date for another time, I'll just come back and then we can change our stuff.
I'm. You don't know what a relief it is to see that you at least have not betrayed me.
Yeah, she looks you in the eye and she says very sincerely, "Yeah, I'm sorry for making you think I did." She looks a little pained about it.
I understand. There are. We are complicated creatures, you and I.
Well, good luck. And she walks to her door. And she heads out, and if you were to look after her, you see that she walks, around the corner of the very next building, calm and collected. And like the moment she disappears from your view, she breaks into this like run, and she runs and she runs and she goes immediately to Joseph Jones. Are you in your room, Jojo?
After I run away?
Yeah, later that evening.
Well, that depends how my other plan turned out to
Okay.
how well it went. So
let's go back a moment then and see how that goes.
Yeah, I think now is the time to go to a bar and make the best of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I have thoughts like a big battle and I was a hero, and that's why I almost lost my finger, but I'm awesome, you know, and the ladies should have sympathy with me, right? That's how this works.
Of course.
Yeah, good. Time to use this to my advantage.
So, what kind of bar are you going to? Like a seedy, low-level place, a fancy, high-level one, something in between?
Yeah, something in between would probably be the best choice, because I may have the money, but you know, going after the really rich ladies, I don't know, that's probably not the best way. Well, maybe I'd probably just go to a bar that I just I've stopped running. What bars here?
Okay, let's roll a d3 then.
Yeah.
One is low level, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the Golden Pony. Always.
It seems to be a very fancy establishment, but I think what has caught your interest is a swoosh of long black hair and the scent of flowers as you see Mirren enter the place.
Well, if she goes there, then this bar obviously is good, right? So.
Oh, certainly. It's very. They do ask for quite a high price. But you know, it's definitely known for its quality.
That's fine. I'm not really thinking about stuff like that right now, because you know, there are two reasons to enter anyway. First off, I am under painkillers that I don't care about stuff like that right now. Mm-hmm. Second, I mean, come on, I need to chase this. I need to go in there. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay, so you see her as you enter. You see her, you know, setting up herself at the bar, and the young man behind the bar is like, "Hey, Mirren, here, this one's on the house," and he gives her, you know, a free drink. And as she sees you enter through the door, she breaks into a smile and she beckons you over. She says, "Joseph, how good to see you." And she seems very warm to you, much warmer than, you know, especially than in the beginning.
Well, nice. I just take this as a good development. Right? Yeah, good. Hi, how are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. It's so great to see you. How have you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing fine since.
She looks as if she only notices your arm in the slingshot for the first time, and she says, "How's that finger healing up?"
Well, hard to say. It's hard to really look at it, you know, with all the bandages and stuff. But considering the ones who treated me, it's probably going fine.
Yes. I wonder. I like you are such a hero for like dealing with it like you do. Like I knew a guy once who, like, you know, who chipped his nail, and you know, he'd start crying and, you know, stay home for that, and you're just out and about, like, doing things. I admire that about you, Joseph.
Oh, thank you very much. You're making me blush, but you guys really helped me out with that stuff you gave me. How do you have a bad what's it called in English? Damn. How you have a bad mood when you have stuff like that? I'm chuckling a little.
Well, I mean, someone like me, I'm sure I could never make you blush. You're such a hero.
Aww. I had the best girl taking care of me, so
you're so
I'm just
nice,
grateful for that.
Joseph. You're so nice, and like, you know, for like the next, like the next I don't know, the next couple of hours. She keeps like, she leans in and she's very attentive to what you say and very, admiring of your muscles and you and how much of a warrior you are. You've got the soul of a warrior. You're so intelligent. I mean, you're like, yeah, she is coming onto you like super hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just the small voice in my head telling me she's playing you, maybe. But
fuck that voice.
Yeah, fuck that voice, exactly. That doesn't matter at all right now. So, yeah, I'm just going to roll with it.
Okay, so after a couple of hours, she says, well, unfortunately, Joseph, I've got to go.
Oh.
And she looks at you expectantly.
Yeah, should I escort you home? Would you like that?
She looks a little disappointed, and she's like, "Oh no, that's fine." Random name. Jerry. The bill, please.
Oh, I said like no. Wait. No. That's on me. That's on me. It's fine.
Thank you, Joseph. You are such a nice guy.
That's the least I can do after you're taking care of me and ensuring that my finger is in here somewhere.
Of course, for you, I'd do anything. And you guys have been sitting there for a while, so Jerry presents you with like a pretty hefty bill.
That's fine.
It's up one resources. But for food, that's a lot.
That's still that's actually benefiting me more than anything else.
And then like she leaves, and as she walks out the door, she blows like a kiss at you, and then she's gone, and there's just the lingering smell of flowers.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That is still fine. Okay. Only one more routine test, and then 2 difficult and 1 challenging.
I'm sure you'll get there.
Only a bunch more tests.
Yes. Only like all the tests, and then we'll be there. Yeah, so she leaves you. Do you do anything else after? Or do you go home?
Well,
I imagine this would still, be in time to catch Davy. But if you do something else, she'll have to go find somebody else to talk to.
As a player, I would really go home then. But as Joseph, I'm looking around. Okay, what's the next best option right now?
I mean, most of the girls here are, have gentlemen with them. But you imagine that if you go into, a slightly less fancy bar, that there'd be girls all around. I mean, places that the girls like, right?
If nobody is here, then it kind of kills it for me. Then I guess I'm going home. I don't know if it's disappointed or not. I'm just in between.
Okay. Well, if you go home, you probably the moment that you're turning your key, Davy comes running around the corner. And she grabs you by the arms and she says, "Joseph, Mothers is at my place."
Well,
and she's like,
you guys have fun? Or what do you expect me to do?
She looks at you incredulous. And she's like,
I'm sorry. I had a bad evening. Tell me more.
Didn't you guys want to find a potion to deal with him? He's at my place right now.
Yeah.
And he wants to go and chop off Casper's fingers or something? What is up with that?
I just looked down at my arm. I can see that.
She looks down at your arm. did he do that?
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this point.
Well, regardless, he expects me to come back with Casper from Thunderberg, which
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do because I'm not gonna get him arrested.
I see. So, we should go see Raph and maybe Quentin. Because if I just come
you are
with
friends
you,
with
then
those guys now, right?
well, kind of.
Friends is a strong word.
Associates?
I know them, yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
well, we gotta hurry because Matters is waiting, and I don't want him to leave.
yeah, I can see that. You know,
So
I
she
just remember,
grabs you by the arm and she says, "Which way?"
Yeah, do I know where
Sure, you
Raph
know
is?
where they
Okay.
where they live at the very
Okay,
least.
good then. Let's just go.
I mean, if it's like the same night still, I don't know
Yeah.
where we are at this point. Are we just like in an alley throwing up at this point?
No. Like this is a
There's
couple
still
of
some more
hours.
in there. Ah!
This is a couple at the very least a couple of hours later.
Yeah.
So what would you guys have done after that?
See, after that, well, it can't have been anything too crazy because we didn't bring it up when we met the next morning.
No, I mean, I think we probably just like probably went our separate ways, and we're like, we'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I think if you could just like everybody heading home.
Okay. Yeah. So I imagine they managed to find you guys then. So yeah, like they come rushing by your places. And you know, try to get you guys to come along to Davy's place. So do you comply?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I imagine you guys are standing in like a dark alley discussing, and Davy just explained to you that like Mathers is at her place, and she told him to hide in like the closet or under the bed. So, you know, if he's there, like if he's at her place still, then he's going to be in one of those two places. But she wouldn't put it past him to also just wait outside of the door to see if she betrayed him, because he was, you know, he was seeming very paranoid. So we gotta have a plan, guys.
Raphael, do you still have the antidote?
Of course. Yeah, I've got it.
Very good. Might need that in a little moment. Right,
Maybe you can make him drink it. He trusts you, right, Debbie? Davy?
I think so. But what if I fail? What if he smashes it?
Oh no. Could make more, but no, that's expensive, and
Like you guys need to be around in case he tries to make a run for it.
I'm not very strong.
You're sure about that? I will be of any help? Like if he sees me, he's just gonna get even more paranoid and
sure, but you guys got to be there, like at least out of sight.
Yeah. Out of sight.
We'll be close by.
Don't let him see me.
Okay. I told him that if I couldn't find Casper, I'd come back by myself. So I think I can just go back and try to administer it to him. Like, how does it have to be administered? That's the question.
Do you have any wine? I think it's drunk. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, drunk.
Yeah.
He has to imbibe it. You know, wine would be fine.
Do you happen to have any wine?
Yeah. I have a bottle somewhere.
Good. I might need some after this.
Casper went and bought me some ridiculous gifts. Long story.
It does sound like him.
So yeah. How about you guys wait around the corner from my building, and I will just scream if I need you.
Sure. That's good. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. We'll be close to town.
Oh,
If I place my my candle at the left window, that means that I need you guys to come as well, but that I don't need to scream yet.
All right.
Be watching.
Okay. Yeah, good. Give me the antidote. She puts it, in a pocket, in the jacket she's wearing. Do you guys have weapons?
Only most, I'm afraid.
I'm just taking my hilt in my hand, like that's all I need.
Or sympathy, or anything you can
Yeah, I
use.
was gonna say I think Rav just kind of like taps his head, and when she says or sympathy, he's like, I'm always ready to use sympathy. I can do it. My eyes shut. Candle be a good source of heat. Yes.
Okay. She, takes a moment to straighten her dress and puts on a little bit of a smile and says, "Well, I'll be going then." And she heads back into the building. Mothers, are you still there?
Yeah.
Are you in the closet or under the bed?
Closet. I think it's.
Okay, so you are in one of the places she expects you. Okay. So she comes into her room.
Oh, and I nodded. I'm sorry.
Okay, I didn't see that. Mothers?
It's just
Mothers,
her?
are you there? Yeah, it's just her.
I'll wait a moment. Without replying.
She checks under the bed and in the closet.
Okay, so as she comes over to the closet, I'll pop my head out and say, "What happened?"
He was busy with some tramp, and I got him to come over tomorrow evening. So we'll have to be a little bit patient.
Very well. These things, I suppose, shouldn't be rushed.
I'm glad you understand. I was so worried that you might get angry at me.
You, of course not. Do you know who he's with?
It's that slap from sympathy. She's nobody really. She's not going to be any problem for me. Say, I'm thirsty. You want some wine as well?
I suppose sure. I'd be happy to join you in a drink.
See, I've got a nice bottle of red here. Yeah, let me grab some glasses from the kitchen. And she grabs the bottle of wine and she goes to the kitchen. Do you follow her?
Well, okay, so it's dorms, so
So shared kitchen.
So yeah, shared kitchen. So I guess I don't, because I actually don't want to mess up whatever whatever scam she has going on with Thunderbird.
Okay. Well, then I imagine she doesn't have to roll to put it in. I imagine like anything, this might be something you can taste though. So she comes back with 2 glasses of red wine, and she hands you one. And she's brought some some nibbles from the kitchen, and she says, "So, what have you been up to?" And I've been hearing all these kind of stories, and she's taking sip from her wine as she's talking, basically trying to distract you as hard as she can, so that you won't pay attention to, to the wine you're drinking.
I did try to pay Elodin a visit, but that didn't go as well as I might have hoped. But let's talk about you. How was the trip back from Ventus? Even though the circumstances were obviously less than ideal, I did worry.
I'm fine, you know me. There was actually this one fellow that traveled with me, but he was so clingy and trying to harass me. I didn't miss having a male companion there. She smiles at you.
Yes, of course.
You know myself, though. You know me, though. I can handle myself.
Certainly that.
So, what do you guys imagine trying to distract somebody is? Persuasion? Falsehood?
Probably.
I would think it's just a perception test from Mathers, notice it and then increase dog because she's purposefully distracting him.
Okay, so just a flat obstacle of how hard it is to notice, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So how hard? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Just how hard it is to notice the, maybe the different taste of the wine, and then the increased obvious from her. Okay, so let me roll a d6 and see how much taste this thing has. 1 is very little, and 6 is a lot of taste. Okay, so this, you can taste it, but it's very subtle.
Okay. So the tannins in this wine react differently than it did in.
Well, this is the cure, right? So this is
Yes.
an entirely different potion.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're not trying to make you worse. That's
Wait,
not our agenda.
Don't we? Oh,
So-
I pressed the wrong ingredients
No.
then. Damn.
I feel like, oh no, here we have a list for perception, don't we? There we go. Okay. So up 4 is notice a detail that is out of the ordinary, or noticing something vague and small. So I feel like this is up 4, and then she adds 1 to that obstacle by distracting you.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything that would? Oh, so on the observation, not perception, since it's hidden.
No, it's perception. Nobody is hiding it. I mean, you can use observation, I guess. I don't know. Perception to me makes sense because you're trying to notice the taste difference.
Yeah, I think observation would be to notice that she's distracting you.
Yeah.
It's an active thing.
And perception is to just notice the different taste.
Yeah.
Okay. So linked test or?
Sure, you can do it as a link test, observation into perception, or you can just roll straight up perception. That's up to you.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not trying to look for her deceiving you, then it's just perception. If you're, trying to notice her deceit, then it's up to observation into perception.
Okay, then I think just directed to perception. And you can't fork things into stats, right?
No, I mean you can still use Artha.
Okay. No, I don't think I'll do that. I would fork alchemy if I could.
Sure. I can see how you can. Oh no, you can't. It's perception.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
good.
you could have used that for. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I think it would make logical sense though.
Yeah, but you can't fork into stats. Logically, it would make sense.
No luck.
No, but that, well,
Never
actually,
let
Oof,
it
no
be.
sixes either.
yeah.
I mean, if you have a column, you can re-roll the failures.
Digging your own grave?
Yeah, I
That's a
don't
die
think that's
trait.
appropriate here. But
If anything, we're
great,
pulling you out of your grave.
great news. That challenging perception test was just what I needed.
I mean,
It's difficult, actually.
Yeah, it's only
Difficult.
difficult, not challenging.
yeah, and I think
Perception test must be passed to count.
yeah,
Oh, that too.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
need
So
successful perception to advance it.
yeah. Okay. So nothing on that count, but
Too bad. Yeah, so tell me, like, how do you think Mathers reacts to this potion? I imagine it has, it takes a little time to take effect. So you have some moments to, to think about it. But I imagine that there might be this conflicting thing, right? Where you still remember how sensible your motives felt, but you are not, in that kind of mindset where you will just automatically jump to I have to the idea that cutting off somebody's fingers is a suitable punishment for them, hanging out with your girlfriend.
yeah. Well, I actually imagine that the change wouldn't be smooth. Like it would cause some physical symptoms and like a very short-term delirium.
I can see that.
To offset the long-term delirium.
Yes. So yeah, as I'm drinking, is it hot in here? I feel a bit off, especially because my camera just froze.
Not that we can tell.
Yeah.
I'm not hot. Maybe you have do you have a fever or something? And she she tries to look for your temperature and check your pupils and such if you let her.
Yeah.
Okay, so she checks she checks your temperature and your pupils, and she's like, no, you're just a little warm. Might have been all that tension. But she looks at you a little worried.
Well, I'm sure it will pass, but maybe I should lie down for a bit. Again, I don't want to. I realize that Casper isn't here, but he might swing by unexpectedly since you asked him to come by. Perhaps I should just. It's been very nice seeing you again.
No, you can sleep in my bed tonight. That's okay. I'll sit by the window and keep an eye out for Casper. I wouldn't want you to go out into the night all by yourself, especially if people are looking for you. Plus, somebody might see you leave.
That is That is very kind. Davy. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. What's that? What is that?
What is it? And she gently walks over to the window and moves and like picks up the candle. Do you point somewhere?
No, I'm looking at a wall.
Okay.
The wall. You understand. You understand.
The walls here are very special. So she lights up the wall and then she says, "I see nothing," and quickly sets the candle back. She moves it into the other position where, she said, "If I put the candle there, you guys should come over, but I don't have to scream just yet."
So yeah, Rav sees that, and immediately he starts drawing from the candle, and like ready to utilize sympathy, and like makes a signal and starts walking towards her door.
All right, let's do this.
And I'm gonna lie down.
Okay.
Still staring at the wall though.
Okay.
Just to keep it honest.
You look a little sick. Let me get you a glass of water. And she walks out of the door and closes it behind her and beckons you guys over, like if you were heading at her. And she whispers to you, I think he's having some kind of side effects or something. I don't know what it is, but he drank the potion, and he's acting funny. Are you sure you made the right thing, Rav?
The reveal. I accidentally dropped my painkillers into the potion.
So yeah, she looks at you guys and she asks, like, are you sure you made the right thing?
Well, it should be right. I have every faith in Raphael's capabilities. And Raphael, did you? It should have worked, right?
Should be fine. Should be
Well,
perfect.
he's acting weird. He started talking, like looking at the wall and talking about stuff that's going on. And he's very hot. Like he's definitely running a fever or something.
Well, that's probably just I'm not much of an alchemist, but there's a doctor at our house when I was young. And maybe it's just the poison being worked out of his system.
I mean, maybe I've never made an crazy potion, so I don't know what like the side effects of one are. I've never had to administer any.
I mean,
but I'm freaking out a little.
I mean, he might be up for a few days and might be exhausted, and it might show itself. I mean, it's a few days ago that just started, right?
Yeah.
So he might be up nonstop in that meantime, running around doing crazy stuff. Might be a bit hard on your body.
He probably he just needs some sleep, and then we can keep an eye on him if you like. I
think he needs to be somewhere safe.
He's safe here, right?
While this wears off. Safe for, and he looks at Davey, everyone, not just for him.
You have a house that's a little away from the university, right? She looks at you, Marigold.
That's safe, right?
Safe for everyone, he stresses. And to be frank, while I do have the most faith in Raphael's abilities, and I do not have much faith in Malice. And I do not want to put my family at an unnecessary risk.
Mom, do you have like a dungeon or something?
We do have a dungeon.
I mean, I didn't want to do that to him, but if he needs it,
no, it's perfectly fine. It's not a problem. We can probably do that. No, we simply need to load him into the carriage while no one sees, and then we can transport him out there. Preferably if for him to be asleep at the time.
Yeah, I will stay with him until he falls asleep, and then I will open the door for you guys, and then we can just knock him out, I guess, and tie him up.
Well, Joseph, you're more of the scoundrel than I am. How do these things usually go?
Excuse me?
Davy looks at you expectantly as well.
God damn.
No. If you were to say hypothetically abduct someone, and you didn't want them to make too much noise, how would you do such a thing? Hypothetically.
Do we have
I don't know.
do we have to? Can't we just let him sleep here? Let him sleep it off? It's probably it's gonna be fine. I'm very confident in the mix. He should be fine. We don't need any skullduggery.
So I don't know. You put probably some clove in his mouth, and make sure it doesn't get out.
Rav, the voice of reason.
And bind him,
Reason.
but I've never done that myself.
Well, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna wait until he's sleeping, and then I'll let you guys in, and then we can grab all his arms together and stuff something in his mouth. Can you get a carriage here?
Yes,
She looks at you.
I'll have Jenkins bring the horses around.
Can he be trusted?
I trust him with my life.
Okay.
I'm not really into this all, binding him thing, because he might be even more paranoid if we do that to him in the end. Probably wiser just to stay around there, and if it's 1-on-4, and we all stay there, it's gonna be a better way.
I saw two swords on him earlier, and I don't want to get anybody stabbed.
We can just take them away from him.
Yes.
Can't we?
I want to tie him up. As much as I love him, I don't want him accidentally hurting anybody.
No.
Oh, do what you want.
Joseph, it's not paranoia if we're actually out to get you.
Okay, you guys arrange for some rope and stuff we need, and the carriage, and you come back here, and I will place the light back at the right window when he's asleep.
I mean, I could always hold him with sympathy. It might be easier than rope, less traumatic, more traumatic.
You can
plan it all. No.
You can definitely try that, but backup rope, you can hold him while we tie him, right?
I don't think it's plan at all. I'm just gonna say that.
Can't we just
I want him to be quiet and not be crazy, but I don't think we need to tie him up in the dungeon.
It's only for his own safety, Raphael. Until this all wears off. Until you
guys figure out something. I'm gonna go back in there with a glass of water because he expects me to. And when I put the light on the right window, you guys better be ready with some kind of method of dealing with him. And she hurries to the kitchen and comes, back with a glass of water and goes into the room. So what do you guys decide then?
I think Marigold definitely wants him tied up and put away somewhere while the antidote works its magic.
So
do we have any idea of how long this antidote is going to take to fully work?
Give me an alchemy roll.
Okay. What's my ob?
2.
I don't think anybody's helping me.
I think Jojo has alchemy, right?
Yeah.
So are you helping Rav figure out how long this is going to take?
It looks sort of like a no.
I don't know.
I mean, it's in your own benefit because you'll get a test.
Yeah. I mean, no. I'm helping, but yeah.
Okay.
But I thought you asked how long does it take. I was like,
No. I was asking if you were helping Rav figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I misunderstood then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh no.
No,
It doesn't matter.
How?
Oh, no.
You guys don't know how long it's going to take. This is one of those rare things, like people don't drink crazy potion every day. You need to be a special kind of person to make a perfectly working crazy potion and then drink it yourself.
Yeah, special is a good word for that. Very nice.
If I have 2, that's a difficult test, right?
2 on 2, I think so. Yeah.
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 Okay.
You need to go higher than the op to be challenging, or higher than your exponents.
I have 2 difficult and 2 challenging tests. Even though I need only 1, I have no routine tests.
Ah.
Feels
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get yourself an ob 1 test or you're gonna be out of luck.
Basically. Well, ob 1 is knowing stuff about simpler things. So if you ever want to get that, then try to know stuff about simple alchemy stuff. Okay, so you guys don't know how long this is going to take.
Fine, we'll just tie him up and you have rope because I don't have rope. You should get your man to bring rope when he brings carriage around, and I'll hold him. I'll hold him.
Oh, we keep plenty of rope in the dungeon. It's very useful.
So you guys arrange for like rope and a carriage?
Yep.
And like a piece of cloth to stuff in his mouth?
Yep. I think this might not be the first time Jenkins has done this for the family. Maybe the first time for Quentin.
Maybe the first time for Quentin, but not the family. It's
No.
I was gonna say common, but
it's happened.
But by the way, could I just? I should have made like rolled improvisation wise for this because I actually don't know how to do it. I could have got my test. Damn.
Yeah. Well, you can always do that on the spot if stuff goes wrong.
Okay.
So
it's not too hard to tie up.
Quentin, do you think if your parents would look at you now, like sneaking around in the dark trying to tie up people, you think they would be proud or embarrassed?
Both.
Yeah, probably like a healthy mix of both. I think my dad. I think the dad, Marigold Senior, would be quite pleased.
I don't know. Are you tying them up for the right reasons?
Are there any wrong reasons to tie people up?
Yes, Rav. So, Manners, do you fall asleep?
No, I think that I'm sort of when Davey returns, I'm like clutching white knuckled at the edge of the window, looking down.
You're on the ground floor.
Yes, but I'm clutching white knuckled at the.
She okay. So she is the window open by chance?
Probably because I opened it going in.
Fair enough. So she's like, "Are you okay, Mathers?"
Such a long drop. But-
That's okay. You
Wait.
can come to bed. It's safe here.
I knew you'd come.
Yes, that's because I said I'd come. Look, here, I have a glass of water for you.
I live here, brothers.
No. After the Abbey, I knew it. It was just a matter of time till you caught up. But you
After the Abbey, what, Mathers?
claim to serve Telu, but no. What
Did
I
you
mean,
ever tell her that you killed the lady?
I think I did.
I think you might have as well.
Pretty sure.
Okay. So she looks at you confused and she says, "Mothers, it's me, Davy."
He just looks confused.
I think you're not feeling well. You should lie down here. I'm sure you'll feel much better afterwards. And she's trying to convince you to lie down in her bed.
Oh no. No, I think and I'll pull out a sword. I think maybe you should answer some questions.
Okay, Mathers. What do you want me to answer? She steps, back a couple of steps.
What is your favorite color?
So I imagine you guys are gone right now, right? You're arranging stuff, so you're not actually around
Yeah.
for her to call for.
I don't know if I'm arranging stuff because
Well-
I kind
I
of
mean, Rav is
handicapped.
there. Rav doesn't need to leave to arrange stuff. He's readying it with his rock hard Alar
Yeah, so
Uh,
it's
and
probably
already
Yeah.
already connected.
Wait, what?
I,
What was the word?
I,
Yeah. Rock hard Alar. No need to show off.
Yeah,
My mind
that's,
is always broken.
Yeah, that's the. Brad, if you're looking for titles for this episode, let's hashtag Rock Hard Alar.
Done.
I'm
Yeah.
just waiting outside of her bedroom with my rock hard Alar. It's fine.
Yeah, in case she screams.
Just in case she screams. If she needs me, I'll be ready.
So, Joseph, are you waiting with Rav then? Did you go with Lord Marigold? Like,
I don't think I'm going with him because I'll probably just get in the way. I'm pretty handicapped right now.
yeah, so you're totally going to be like much more useful here. With your one arm. Okay. Mothers?
What
It's
were you
me.
trying to achieve with the experiments? That's what I want to know.
Yes, I see.
Yes.
She stands there for a moment. I'm sorry for the experiments. It was my bad. I should have never done them, and I see that now.
But what were you trying to achieve? And
Greatness for the human race.
and who are the other conspirators on campus?
No. We don't have any conspirators on campus.
Now you're lying.
Damn it.
I'll take a step forward. Answer me.
God damn it.
Just say yes.
Casper von Thunderberg. It's Casper von Thunderberg. Okay?
Ah, I knew it. And I'll rush past.
No, wait, you can't go now. If you go now, you walk straight into his trap. Do you still go?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, Desi screams.
Yep.
What?
Davy
And
screams. Yeah.
Debbie, yeah.
I'm gonna-
Davey, right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Death screamed at this point. I
Yeah,
don't even
could
know.
be at
Desi
the same
also
time, it's a
screams, but
weird
nobody
coincidence.
knows.
Yeah, like
Oh.
in Rav's mind, like there's like Desi scream echoing.
Yeah, like Davy screams, but in Rav's mind, it's Desi.
Yeah.
He's going to try to stop Mathers by like binding him with sympathy. Hold him.
Rock hard.
Yeah, and Davey's gonna stick out her foot and try and trip him.
Rock hard.
I try to get him to sleep again.
So yeah, I don't know how can I sympathy here?
Ooh,
I think what I'm gonna try to do actually to bind him in this case is
you can bind his shoelaces together or something like that.
that would work. That would work.
That would be fun.
Alternatively, you can.
Ah!
I imagine you can use sympathy to directly attack someone's mind, but that's gonna be really fucking hard.
No, that'd
No.
be stupid hard. No, I mean I'm thinking something like tying his shoelaces together, or like
Maybe
using
tying his sword to something else metal, like magnetizing the sword, so that
that would
he,
work. If he's
like
if
a
he's got
metal
that in
door
his
frame
hand.
or something like that.
Just
Yeah, you
tie
were
the
holding your sword, right, Mathers?
Yes, I have one of mine.
Yeah.
Just tie the swords together.
Yeah, so I'll try and trip him, and then, like, you know, try and magnetize his swords, and then Jojo goes in for the knockout. Okay, we can do this, guys.
Team, don't.
So
kill
that sounds like a
Mathers.
linked test.
Sure.
So, Mathers, I am going to try and trip you.
Okay.
I have no clue what I do tripping with. I guess brawling?
Brawling, yeah.
Okay, she does not have brawling, as far as I know. Actually, she's got sympathy, though. She's gonna sympathy his shoelaces together.
Sure.
NPCs. Students. Davy. Character sheet. Okay. How good do you guys think her sympathy is?
Really good.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Like I would say 5 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair, especially like at this point in the timeline.
Yeah, like further in the timeline, probably even higher. But I think 5
Yeah,
is
no, but
reasonable.
she would be not as high right now for sure. Because there's 5 years in between or something.
4 now.
For now.
Yeah, slowly but surely catching up.
You are. So let's see. How hard would it be for me to do that? 1 starting ob, 1 ob per binding. So 1 to the candle and 1 for his shoelaces. Materials are quite connected, I think.
Unless you have different shoelaces, man, to counter that.
Do you have different shoelaces, Mathers?
One is leather,
well-
one is human skin.
No, they're both shoelaces are the same.
Okay.
I assume.
I mean, maybe in your crazy fit, you decided that 1 shoelace was betraying you.
Yes.
Now this is just barefoot on one foot,
Um,
in case.
is this? I feel like this is a normal difficulty, so that won't add anything. I feel I should add 1 up though, because the source of heat is like, it's not so small that she's just drawing from body heat, so there won't be any binder chills necessarily, but it's very small, so we'll make that up 4.
Okay. So, I mean, is she using her own shoelaces or some what material is she?
She is tying
Using-
your shoelaces to each other.
Okay.
I think what he's asking is what is she physically tying to have the shoelaces tie themselves?
Something on her dress, probably. Like some like lint on her dress.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be really close anyway, because it's like cloth and the shoelaces is pretty close to that. Yeah.
Okay, so she has not modifiers for it's up for. She's definitely going to spend a persona on this. Oh, well, that went in as a modifier, I guess. Whatever. Base obstacle is for a con. Full Mathers! Full! Sweet.
Got him.
So we will put that to 0. So you have a +1 Rav for doing the sword thing.
Okay, sword thing.
Sword thing.
And is my base obstacle also 4?
So let's see. What are you drawing heat from?
Is the candle still lit?
Yeah, but I imagine it's a very small flame.
I mean, if it's otherwise, it's myself.
Mm-hmm. I think so, unless you have.
'Cause, I mean, I was
source.
originally planning on using that candle. Like, I was already like connected to it, but I think that he would have let it go if she was using it, so they weren't both pulling from it at the same time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though he probably could have fought her. Or
Let
at
me
least he thinks he
roll a
could have.
die to see how. 1 is off, 2 is on. The candle went out. She blew out the candle.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull it for myself then.
Oof.
I
Okay.
gotta do this. I gotta do this. It's important.
So your obstacle. So you've only got 1 binding. So what materials are you using?
Well, at this point, I should be able to just bind the 2 swords directly to each other, and not need something myself, just to have the 2 of them pulled together.
Yeah, and they're
Perfect.
they're probably made from the same metal since they came from the same shop.
Yeah.
That's how a new weapon has been founded.
So no extra for the difficulty. Extra for the thing though, and you risk binder chills. You get 1 extra die because the materials are particularly in line. So your ob is 3 actually.
And I should have +2 dice.
Am I miscounting that?
No, that sounds good to me. But I am still risking binder's chills.
Yeah, you need to roll against binder's chills after you've done this.
I succeeded.
Sweet. So you clang the 2 swords together.
Bong. What do I roll against binder's chills?
What is that? We have a health thing, right?
Do we?
I feel like you just roll that.
My health attribute?
Yeah.
Oh, my health attribute is not actually set properly.
Well, we can do JoJo first while you figure that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick here.
So, yeah, like JoJo, Mathers is falling forward. Mathers, if you want, you can roll to try and stay standing. By the way.
Okay.
Like your shoelaces are tied together. Making it easy for you to trip, and your sword suddenly went to your side and stuck onto the other sheathed one. I presume you still have the other sheath, or did you have them both?
Yeah, the other one was sheathed.
Yeah, so it goes towards the sheathed one. So you've got 1 hand to your side, unless you let go of the sword. You've got your feet are stuck together. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'll probably let go of the sword.
Okay. So you got 2 hands.
And yeah, I'll try to catch myself. I think.
Okay.
That agility.
Sounds like it.
Sure. Your obstacle, I think, is 3. You can accomplish this if you concentrate.
I want to spend persona on it.
No 6s. Okay,
Fumble.
so Matters falls flat, Jojo. This is your moment.
Okay.
You've got an extra die from Rav.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of would feel bad using my hilt at this moment because he's already on the floor and, hitting him with it.
You feel bad
But
or
my-
feel good?
But my brawling is just so bad. It's a beginner's luck test. This is an important decision here. Well, sorry, Mathers. I think I'm gonna use my hilt because I can use a persona point in there.
All right.
Let's go.
I still didn't look up the rules for knocking people out. Are you okay with making this something against your fort, Mothers?
I think it's. I'm terrible at this. I think it's brawling back, right? I'm
Okay,
actively gonna try not to be hit.
Yeah. To me, that seems more like agility to roll out of the way.
No,
unless,
that's even then speed because agility is things you do with your fingers.
Right, speed. Not necessarily. Like I don't know. Like it's weird. We can never agree what agility is about.
I think.
Well, I'm gonna just try and as
I'm
he
really
swings, grab his arm or something.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's going to be a little harder for you because you're lying face first right now. But you can definitely try. If you're just grabbing his arm, then it is brawling. But I feel like Joseph would get an extra die.
Is it a beginner's luck or another extra die?
Yeah, you get 1 die from Rav and an extra die from the fact that Mathers is in a bad position for this.
Okay. Here we go. Good. Yes.
Or rather that he's trying to defend against it in a way
Yeah.
that that is difficult to deal with.
Is it a beginner's luck test for you? Because then I have to roll first. So you get the obstacle.
It's not beginner's luck, but I do suck at it.
Okay.
I mean, you're the attacker in this case, so it makes sense that you'd roll first either way.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
You got a 6
I
in there.
got the wounds still. Yeah, that's.
Right. Yeah.
You are pretty hurt.
Does that did this reduce or while?
No.
being in
Like
there?
healing shit in this world takes as long as it would
A
take in the
long
normal
time.
world.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually that at some point you just decide, okay, we're gonna take rest for a couple of months, and then you sit there reducing your wounds, and the other people get to practice something.
Mm-hmm. And we are at 5 because I used the fate point.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. All 6s and 5s.
Wow. Yeah. Again, I don't think there's any modifiers because the sword's not available. I'm not gonna spend Artha here either. So, is my ob 5 or
5.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Not even conk.
Not even a 6 in there.
Hmm.
Oh, you only rolled 1 die.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. You must have a very low physical skill there.
Is
Yeah,
your
her power
power?
is 2 or 3. It's 3,
Oof,
but it rounds
yeah.
down to.
It rounds down, yeah. Yeah.
Sad times.
It means I get extra effects, right?
So you can't stop him. So
Very not good.
and now the question is, does he knock you out? And I feel like that is then a test against your fort.
I mean, we could just say that that's part of the intent.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's see if this roll
I'd be
also
fine with
beats
that.
his fort. Like, what is your fort?
3.
3. Okay, so this roll would also beat the fort. So, I mean, unless you want to suggest that we handle this another way, Mathers, your world goes black in front of your eyes as a sharp pain
Yeah,
hits your head.
I'm totally fine with specifying that.
Okay. So yeah, like you feel like a sharp pain in the back of your head, and it goes black in front of your eyes.
It got me.
Aw.
So,
Yeah.
shall we take a short break here?
Yeah,
Wonderful
that's
moment, yes.
would be
Sounds good.
perfect moment.
Yes.
to do
I was
so.
even
Can
gonna
we
suggest it.
can we
I'm
take
perfect.
a couple of minutes more, then I can make some food.
Yeah. Let's aim for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that should
Okay.
be fine.
Cool. So, we'll be back shortly. Stick around.